Hey, what's up? We're in Ed's archery shop here. This is kidsandcamoblog.com, and today I'm working on shortening some arrows. I got some full metal jackets, some Easton full metal jackets here. I had a dozen of them made up earlier in the year, and realized that they were about a ½ inch too long when I went out shooting the other day, because they were way off, dropping at about 50-60 yards when I was shooting compared to my other arrows. So I had to figure out what was going on. So that was the deal. They were about a ½ inch too long, which makes quite a bit of a difference. So what I did is I went ahead and I got a few of them. Most of them are all stripped, but I got a couple left with the fletching still on that I need to strip. So we'll go ahead and do that. I'm going to use a zip strip tool right here, a pretty little handy tool right here. And what that's going to do is that's just going to peel that fletching right off of there, just like that. There we go. And then what I do is bring my trash can over here. We just clean it up a little more. Get some of the stuff off of here, scraping it. And this zip strip does a pretty good job. Gets all the glue off and the remaining pieces of fletching that are attached, and it doesn't take any of the finish of the arrow itself off. So does pretty good. What I do then is, once I got the majority of the glue off, I'll take an alcohol wipe here and just clean it off the rest of the way and work that all the way around. Alright, and then there you have a nice clean arrow shaft for refletching. Let's see, what do I got? I got one more here, so I'll do this last one here real quick. Just strip these right off of here. There we go. These zip strip tools are easy to obtain. You can get them at Bass Pro or Cabela's. I think I got mine at Cabela's. I can't remember how much they are. They're probably about $30. Pretty expensive for a little piece of metal, but it's machined pretty good. It holds a good edge. It's heavy duty, so and it does the job pretty quick. I guess that's why they call it a zip strip. And we'll just get that alcohol wipe out. We'll clean that off the rest of the way. And I'll clean these again one more time before I go to refletch them. What I'm going to do next is we'll start pulling these knocks off. And because what I'm going to do is I'm going to shorten them from the knock end, from the back end, because I already got the HIT inserts already installed, and I can't cut them from that end anymore. So, and it's a good idea to actually, when you cut arrows, if you're building arrows, to cut from both ends to make your arrow to size, because a lot of times, believe it or not, the ends of the arrow where your knock goes could be off just by a little bit. So they recommend that cutting from both sides to get a good straight arrow. So what I'm going to do, I got a knocking pliers here, and that just helps me grip the knock and just give it a little twist and pull it straight out, and it doesn't damage the knock at all. And you just pull them straight out, and there you go. You got a bare shaft. Still has the insert in on this end right here. So I've finished doing that to the rest of them here. And then once I get all the knocks off, I think I got one more here maybe. I think this one is the cut one already. Yep. Yeah, that's a good one there. Get one more here, and then we'll put it in the arrow saw and cut them down to size. Okay. So these are all ready for cutting here. I'll move my camera here a little bit here. Going to be kind of hard to see here. Alright, so this is the knock end here. So this is the end I'm going to cut. So I'm going to insert that in there. And just to verify, yeah, I got my insert there. I already got my arrow saw already set up for the length I want. And it's ready to go here. So here we go. Alright, there you go. That's cut the size. Cuts it pretty good. I got a little grinding tool here just to kind of smooth out that end. So I do a 3 or 4 twists one way and then 3 or 4 twists back the other way. And it just kind of smooths, gets any burrs off. And there you go. Nice and clean. Good clean cut right there. So there you have it. And then we'll just go ahead. These are H-knocks. I got an H-knock tool here. So I insert the knock in there in the tool and just push that with a few twists. And there you have it. Reinstall knock. Alright. Now why don't we just go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and set up a fletched arrow here. We'll go ahead and fletch one and show you how I do that, which is, you know, pretty straightforward. I got several Arizona fletching jigs here. If you can see, there they all hanging there. One for longer feathers, one's a right helical straight. These are for regular aluminum arrows right here, straight fletch. I just picked this one up not too long ago for carbon, blazer vein, or short vein type of fletching. So the blue is for aluminum, or I'm sorry, blue is for the carbon, and the green is for doing aluminum arrows. So go ahead and get this set up here. And again, I'm going to get an alcohol prep and clean off the end again, just in case there's some dust or residue from cutting. And we'll do that. What I use here is fast set gel. It's like a super glue. Alright. I got that ready. And I'm going to refletch these with a single green and a double blaze orange. So the green will be my my cock vein. And so there that is, loaded up there. You can see the cock vein in the offset here, and the other two orange. So I'll go ahead and get those, set the glue in there. Sometimes this glue gets a little clogged up here, so I take my alcohol prep here. I might need to take a needle and poke a hole down through there to get it to come out, which looks like I'm gonna have to do here. So let me get a small needle here, a toothpick. Let's see what I got here. There we go. Alright, so got some syringe needles here. I just work that needle down in there, and that'll open that back up. Hopefully. Okay, let's see what we got here. Let's see if we can get the glue to come out. Might need to get me some more glue. Oh, here it comes. need a small amount of glue. And I glue these from the top of the vane down to the bottom. That way your vane doesn't move up out of the jig while you're gluing. And right away I'll put the lid back on the glue here. Alright, so these are already glued. Glue is loaded up here. And I got to set my knock and make sure that that's twisted the right way. Of course, we can always change that. Alright, so release the tension, bring that back, put the cap on, and let it sit for about 30 seconds or so. And then hopefully, when we take that out of the jig, the fletchings will stay on. Clean up my mess here. And then just repeat the process again for the rest of the arrows. Cut them down to size, we'll clean the ends, and then fletch them all. So give it a couple more seconds here. So I got a little bit of a workshop here set up here, just kind of scan around here. I got tool bins with all my accessories and stuff in it here, different vane sizes for arrows. I do some fletching jobs for some guys I work with, so they have different fletchings that they want. Just all kinds of stuff, both laying back here in the back. And but the only thing I'm missing right now is a bow vise. So, alright, let's see here. Let's release the tension again on that. And then we'll slide the cap off. And then what I do is I slowly peel these back off of here. Alright, there we go. We got some excess glue. And this also does a helical fletch, so I don't know how well you can see there, but there's a little twist in those. Got some fuzz on the end of this knock here. Alright. So that's it. There you go. And then what I do too is I take a little bead of glue and I'll put a bead of glue right on the front of each vane, just to help secure the fronts of that. And then on the back, a lot of times when you're target shooting and your arrow might bury itself all the way through that target, and the fletchings are all buried in the middle of that target, and you go to push the arrow out or pull it all the way back through. Sometimes that little bit of glue on those ends right there where the front and back of the vanes are helps protect that a little better so they don't peel off. So there it is. There's a fletched arrow ready to go. We'll let that dry. Usually I let them sit for 24 hours before I shoot them. So looks like it turned out pretty good there. Alright, catch you later.